Hi there, welcome back to Hoopsa. Last week we talked through 7 strikers that QPR could look to sign this summer, but with Chris Willock's contract expiring and Ilias Chair's playing future looking uncertain, new attacking midfielder recruits will be equally important. So today I'm going to talk through 7 realistic wingers QPR could look to sign this summer. And again, these are just my opinions, I'm not a transfer scout. Some might be more realistic than others, but it's just a few ideas to get the conversation going. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get straight into it. Huddersfield's number 8 Jack Rudoni is under contract until 2026 with the option of an additional year, but with the Terriers relegated to League One at the end of this season, he could be available for a cut price this summer. 22-year-old Rudoni was picked up by AFC Wimbledon at the age of 11 following his release by Crystal Palace, and went on to make 106 appearances for the club over the course of 3 seasons, scoring 16 goals. He then went on to sign for Huddersfield Town in 22-23, scoring 2 goals over the course of that season. There were some criticisms that for as good as he was lacking in front of goal, and in that regard he has improved this season with 5 goals and 3 assists in a goal-starved Huddersfield Town side, becoming a pivotal figure in their attack despite their relegation to League One at the end of the season. Although he predominantly plays down the middle, he would be a great Chair or Willock replacement. He's skillful, creative and clinical inside the box, with 4 of his 5 goals this season coming from inside it, including a goal in each of Huddersfield's matches against QPR. There may be some other championship interest in Rudoni this summer, but he is by no means an unrealistic target for Rangers. 22-year-old Femi Azeez really came into his own in his first full season for Reading this year, bagging 8 goals and 9 assists in all competitions. The right winger joined Reading's academy in 2019 from Wealdstone and made 23 championship appearances for Reading over the course of 2 seasons before their relegation to League One. Now, as Reading's starting right winger, he has truly come into his own as a creative force for the side. He's an excellent dribbler, ranking in the top 1% of successful dribbles for wingers in League One. And as a left-footed right winger, he's capable of going either side of his defender. That's without mentioning that he could have won goal of the season several times on his own with that peach of a left foot. He does have some qualities that need to be improved, his likelihood of being dispossessed and his passing accuracy in particular, but at the age of just 22, those are elements that can be refined. Azeez has just had a 1-year extension activated on his contract, but he would be available for a reasonable fee this summer. He will likely have interest from other championship sides though, so this will be one QPR will need to move quickly on. Oxford United's Tyler Goodhram has also enjoyed his best season to date with 10 goals and 5 assists for the Yellows as they secure promotion to the Championship via the League One playoffs. Naturally a right winger, the 20-year-old was redeployed as a number 8 this season to great success. He's pacey, he has a good eye for goal and would undoubtedly be a fan favourite if he moved to W12 this summer. Oxford United's promotion does complicate matters, with Goodhram more likely to stick with the side in their first championship season in 25 years. He's also contracted until 2027 with the option of a further year, so they would be looking for a decent fee for him to part ways. But with that said, they will need to bolster their squad this summer for the championship, and so a decent fee may make them consider his departure. Though I imagine we would need a player sale or a bit of Eze money to make this one happen. 24-year-old Liam Millar spent this season on loan from Basel at Preston North End and ended the season with 5 goals and 5 assists. And anyone who watched the left midfielder's performance against QPR at Loftus Road will know how much of a singular threat he was for Preston in that match. Born in Canada, Millar spent time with Fulham in his youth before signing for Liverpool as a striker, before gradually adapting as a left midfielder during his loan spells with Kilmarnock and Charlton. In July 2021, Basel confirmed the signing of Millar for a fee of €1.3 million, and he went on to make 46 appearances in Switzerland that year, scoring 10 goals and collecting 5 assists. The following season though, he would become more of a rotational player, featuring regularly in the UEFA Conference League, with his goals and assists reducing to 1 and 4 respectively. This season, presumably in pursuit of more playing time, he went out on loan to Preston. And now, with just 1 year left on his contract, he could be on the move again this summer. Basel will be looking for a fee for him given they paid $1 million just 3 years ago, and we may face competition if Preston are keen on making his stay permanent, but if not, I'd like to see us swoop in for him this summer. After limited playing time in the first half of the season, Leeds United's Ian Poveda went on loan to Sheffield Wednesday in January, and he made a remarkable impact on the side. Until his untimely injury against QPR, which kept him out for the rest of the season, Sheffield Wednesday won 6 of the 8 matches that he featured in. Without him, they won just 3 of their remaining 9. Ignore his singular assist for the side. He is a tricky, dangerous winger, and he would fit perfectly into the tradition of maestro wingers at Queen's Park Rangers. And with his contract set to expire at Leeds United following a youth career at Chelsea, Arsenal, Barcelona and Man City, he's looking likely to be available on a free this summer. Unfortunately, he's not short of interest, with Burnley, Luton and Sunderland already in the hunt for his signature this summer. And his wages are likely to be high, which will make him a trickier acquisition than some of the other candidates on this list. But who knows, if we do have some money to play with, we could swoop in with the promise of regular playing time. And he's allegedly a Hammersmith boy to boot, so maybe he'll fancy a reunion with West London. Left winger Viktor Đukanović was Hammarby's top scorer with 13 goals in 33 appearances this season, and as a key player at Martí Cifuentes' former side, he might be on our manager's mind this summer. The Montenegro international began his footballing career in his home nation and even had Champions League experience under his belt before moving to Hammarby in January 2023 for €1 million. His 11 goals in 25 appearances in his first season in the Swedish top flight made him the first teenager to score at least 10 goals in Sweden's top division since Alexander Isak in 2016. So if that's anything to go by, we could do a lot worse than signing Đukanović this summer. He's strong on the ball, likes taking on his man, good with both feet, and loves cutting in from that left-hand side for a shot on the edge of the box, so he would be a perfect chair replacement in that regard. Đukanović is contracted until the end of 2027, so a fee will be involved, but hopefully the promise of playing in England under his old boss would be too good to turn down. Our last winger of choice is Leyton Orient's Ruel Sotiriou, who ended this season with 12 goals and 5 assists in League One. The 23-year-old is traditionally a centre forward, but he can and did rotate all across the front line this season, so he could be the answer to our problems up top too. The English Cypriot number 10 has spent his whole footballing career with Leyton Orient, heading out on a host of loan spells until 2020-21, and since then he has scored 11, 9 and 11 goals respectively in each of his 3 seasons in League One. He's pacey, skillful, not afraid to drive at goal, and a good finisher of the ball to boot. Even better still, his contract is up this summer, and although Orient are supposedly in talks of extending his contract, Championship interest would be likely to turn his head if QPR come calling. So there we are, 7 realistic wingers that QPR could look to sign this summer. What do you think? Are there any obvious candidates I've missed out? Who would you like to see us sign? Let me know in the comments below. And as I said at the start, if you've enjoyed this video, then don't forget to like and subscribe too. It really helps to grow the channel. I will be doing shortlists for other positions in the coming videos, but let me know if there is any particular position you would like to see next. Thanks again, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers!